man literally asked me what my body count was in the middle of the dinner table. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. So I was like, I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, come again? And he honed down on the question and was like, yeah, what's your body count? And I'm like, sir, surely not. And I just sat there in silence, angry, bewildered by the fact that he was even asking that question. I've never been asked that question before, let alone on a second date. No wonder you're 37 and still single, okay? And I said, that is an extremely inappropriate question for you to even be asking. And I was pissed. I just sat there in silence at the table and just let that really sink in for him. He knew it was over. Did he try and extend the date after the 2-hour dinner that was absolutely mediocre? I mean, it's not his fault, but the dinner was mediocre, like food-wise. Yeah, he did. And I was like, okay. So I found a place right by my apartment that I could just escape right after.
Okay, let's end with her escape. I found a place by my apartment that I can escape. I love this. Did you see me clapping? I love it. Whoever this guy is, if you're watching, are you watching the show? Is it you in the chat? Good on you, man. And let me tell you what happened here, by the way. He saw a red flag. Something she did, something she wore, he got wind of something and he asked. And he put out the test, right? It's a great test. What's your body count? Now, had she just turned around and said, oh, that's a weird question. I've never been asked that too. No, is that her response? No, you know why it's not? First of all, it's not two, right? She was offended. Why are you offended, honey? How long is the list, dare we ask? She was offended. And she was like, the audacity of this guy to ask that question of me. Too bad, honey. Too bad. Why? What are you hiding? What do you got to hide? So he saw something he didn't like. There was some reason that guy asked that question. Can you all agree? Okay. Also, she says 37. No wonder you're 37 and still single. Can you imagine, by the way, if we flipped that and we said that about a woman? Imagine a 37-year-old woman and we, said, 37 and still single. Like, what's wrong with you? There would be articles written about that person, right? They might even be banned for saying, oh, that's just misogyny. That's hatred of women to say something like that, right? It would be, you can't. It's a total double standard. You can't criticize. You can only criticize one sex, right? You can only criticize men and get a blessing from everyone. You say something about a woman and it's like, you're in jail, right? Essentially. The only thing that's bad about this clip actually is that the guy stayed, right? Why did he try to continue the date? Listen, men, this is a message to you. You ask a girl about her body count. You say, what's your body count? And maybe he threw that out there just to see the reaction. Who knows? Hysterical, by the way. I wish I had video of that. You ask her and she gets offended and says, well, that's like, I'm not going to shit. Okay. You put down enough to cover at least your portion of the meal, right? And you leave. That means either she's a total feminist, right? And she's going to be offended every time you ask her a question that she actually has to share some honest truth about her past with you. Or she's got the body count of, a whatever podcast girl, in which case, it's like Santa scroll unraveling, which is nasty. This is just a headache girl, right? Because I can tell you, like, if you had asked me this and I was 20 years old, I would not even have thought twice. Maybe I would have been like, ooh, I probably wouldn't have even known like, if you said, what's your body count? I would have been like, what does that mean? I don't get it. That would have been my reason. Do you see the posture I just had? I had that posture most of my life. And by the way, that's the posture I have in my everyday life when I'm not with the mic. But if you said, hey, Jed, 20-year-old Jed, what's your body count? I would have done, what does that mean? Just like that, meek, like, and then if you said, oh, how many, oh, there would have been full transparency, nothing, right? Nothing. Red flag girl.